Hey guys, I'm Aubree Lewis, and you're here because you have questions about the area. You have questions about like Taylor's and Easley, Greer, or Spartanburg, Anderson, or maybe even some of those other spots like Travelers Rest. I'm gonna go through these where we're gonna go over the underrated and the overrated areas. Really quick before we get into that, you guys need to make sure you subscribe because we're doing videos like this all the time, answering your questions. So let's go ahead and let's start answering those questions.
Let's start with Taylor's.
Taylor's is so underrated. Basically because one, good schools, two, great established neighborhoods, also with some new neighborhoods speckled in there. As far as like location of things, you're only about 10-15 minutes from downtown Greenville, 10-15 minutes from, I don't know, Travelers Rest or Greer, and all of your major shopping and so on. So completely underrated. Look at Taylor's for sure.
Fountain Inn.
Oh, Fountain Inn is one of my favorite places right now to say it's underrated and you need to look. Fountain Inn just got a brand new high school and like they're building new neighborhoods around it. So love the area. It's small town feel, love their little downtown. They have lots of fun like local festivals. So I know like the Aunt Het festival is coming up. If you don't know what that is, go watch the Fountain Inn video because I tell you what that is.
Let's go Judson.
Judson. So I would say right now it's probably a little overrated. You're close to downtown Greenville, but you're starting to have to pay those downtown Greenville prices. So like whenever you're looking in the area, it's also a gentrifying area, a place that like one street is gonna be really beautiful and built up wonderfully and historic, and then the next street isn't gonna be all that great. So you can find houses over there for sure to live. There's not a ton of things to do. So I would say like it's a little overrated right now.
On that note, what about downtown Greenville?
So I love downtown Greenville, but it's overrated, guys. Reason being, if you like love downtown for the walkability and things that are here, like there's a grocery store, there's things to do, there's all the restaurants you could ever want. I would say your budget needs to be $800,000 plus to live really close to downtown Greenville for the walkability. But if you are looking to be close to downtown, there's some really cool neighborhoods around here like North Main, Overbrook. There's all the condos along Main Street. So you definitely want to check out that like in the West Greenville area as well. So check that out, but definitely, I mean, I love downtown Greenville, don't get me wrong, but it's overrated.
Cool. What about Easley?
Easley. Depends on who you ask. So Easley can be very underrated where like you get a lot more house for your money. You can get further out from things. You could have a bigger yard, but there's not as much to do out there. Some of your major shopping is actually going to be in closer to Greenville anyways. So definitely that's my opinion of it. However, I also think it can be a little, I don't know, overrated whenever you get out there just because you are further out from things. That's my personal opinion.
Let's go Powdersville.
Powdersville. So I might get in trouble for saying this, but Powdersville, according to greatschools.org, has the #1 school district in the upstate. So not because I said so, it's because the website said so, which means pretty much a great place to live, and I think it's pretty underrated. When you are starting your search here on Greenville, it's like you're looking up Greenville. You're not looking up Powdersville, and who's heard of Powdersville anyways? So definitely underrated. Look at Powdersville. You're gonna find some great areas to live.
Speaking of outside of town, why don't we go to Spartanburg?
Ooh, Spartanburg is, again, like another one of my newer favorites because I think it's really underrated. People stop looking at Spartanburg because when you look it up on the big national sites or you're in your research, a big red flag is gonna pop up that the crime rate is terrible. Yeah, the area has a crime rate, but I think it has some really nice, very underrated neighborhoods and subdivisions. and its downtown is adorable. They have lots of different things coming into town. I just heard that they're actually going to be building a brand new baseball stadium in downtown Spartanburg. So you're going to want to pay attention to some of our videos that are coming up, especially our live streams on Thursdays at 8 o'clock, so that you can hear more up-to-date information about what's coming to the area, but totally underrated. Go look at Spartanburg.
Let's go Mauldin.
Mauldin is fantastic. Make sure that you watch our Bridgeway Station video. So why Bridgeway Station? Why Mauldin? Mauldin is only about 25,000 people currently. They have good schools. They have a smaller population compared to surrounding areas. And they have more like growth coming to the area through Bridgeway Station that is not only providing more places to live, it's providing more things to do in Mauldin. They've literally gone and built Mauldin's downtown area that you can go and walk and enjoy the businesses. It's brand spanking new. So go visit it whenever you get here, and it totally looks like Hogwarts. So I think it's great and very underrated.
Traveler's Rest.
Traveler's Rest. Well, I've got to say it's underrated, maybe a little overrated. I live there. So Traveler's Rest is one of the most underrated cities, I think, in the upstate. Reason being, it has a fantastic downtown little Main Street area with shops and restaurants. They also have the brand new Pinestone development there. I talk about that off and on, and maybe someday we'll go and actually visit. But TR is fun, and there's always something going on there, and usually it's free. So make sure you check out that and the neighborhoods around there. You're probably looking a little bit more than Greenville's average price point, and starting in like the 400,000 range up to like 700,000 in order to live in the Traveler's Rest area. But yeah. So if you like this video, go and like the video, subscribe, and make sure you go and you watch some of these other videos that we've done on areas like Fountain Inn, Traveler's Rest, Greer, and all the other places that I said. And I'll catch you next time.